Hello students, today we are learning about the chapter number 3. Now we take the part 2 of this chapter. In our previous part we have discussed about the wool, how we get wool from the sheep, and after getting the wool which type processes will be going on to produce the best quality of wool. Then after now we discussed about the silk. Silk fibers are derived from silkworms and are therefore called animal fibers. As you know, we have discussed about the different types of fibers we have. We have animal fibers, plant fibers. So, animals fibers, the fibers which we can get from the animals, these type of fibers are called the animal fibers. And also in silk fibers we get the silk fibers from the derived from the silkworm and are therefore called animal fibers, because we can get the silk from we can get silk from the moth known as silk moth. So the moth is one type of animal, so the silk is called the animal fiber because moth is animal, and we know we get the fiber from the animal. These type of fiber are called animal fiber, so silk is called animal fibers. The scientific name for the silk is Bombyx mori. We can see this is the most beautiful moth we can found. The breeding and management of silkworms for production of silk is called sericulture. As we have learned, if we wanted wool, the cloth making from the wool, then we have to do different type of processes to getting a cloth from the wool. And the wool, the hair, the fur, we can get from the animal. For example, sheep. After getting the fur hair from the sheep, we cannot direct make cloth from the hair. After getting the hair fur of the animal, then people will do different types of processes on the hair of the animals. After getting the different types of processes as in companies, then after they make the cloth, and after making this type of cloth, for example sweater, then after we can wear this cloth. So we cannot use direct the fur or hair of the animals for getting the wool cloth. For getting the wool cloth, we have to do different types of processes. We can see different types of processes. We have discussed about the processes in our previous session. As we know, they can do different types of processes to get the woolen clothes. So like this, we cannot use direct the silk which we get from the silk moths. They also have some types of processes. We will discuss about this, but first the life cycle of silk moth. We have also in this chapter the life cycle of silk moth. First, the silk moth. We can get silk from the silk moth. There are male and female moth. They meet, and then after they stay together. Then after we get the silk from them. For example, female and male. Male moth is shorter compared to male moth. Then after the female moth lay their eggs on leaves, and after 20 days the eggs will hatch out, and we can get the caterpillars from or silkworms. Caterpillar also called the silkworms for the eggs. This is the first step of their life. Then after we can see they live on leaves, mulberry leaves, and after 6 months we can see pupa on the leaves. This is the second step of their life cycle. It is known as cocoon. The silkworm is completely covered by silk fibers. This covering is known as cocoon. After getting cocoon, they keep cocoon under the sun, and after they keep them there, they get the heat from the sun, and we can get silk from the cocoon. Reeling of silk, the process of reeling of silk. Reeling of silk, what is the meaning of this process? The silk fibers from many cocoons are brought together. The silk fibers from many cocoon are brought together to form a single silken thread. This process is called reeling of silk, and this silk we can get after the cocoon process. For example, we have life cycle of moth. First we get caterpillar, then after we get pupa, and after we can see cocoon. The cocoon which are kept under the sun to get the heat, and after getting heat we can get the thread, and from many cocoons we can brought together to form a single silk thread is called the reeling of silk. So we get silk like this after this type of processing. And then after we have three grades of silk are obtained from a cocoon. We get the silk from the cocoon. They have total in three grades. First reeled silk, then spun silk and nailed silk. In first type silk, reeled silk, we can say the best quality. The first quality of silk is reeled silk. It is pure white in color. We can see this type of silk is pure in white color. This is the best first quality of silk which we use. Then after the first quality we get the second type of silk is called the spun silk. This is slightly in honey color. This is slightly in honey color. First is totally pure in white color, and the spun silk is slightly honey color. This is our second type of silk which can be obtained from the silk moth. Then after nail silk, this is our third type of silk, nail silk. There is one type of rough scale. This is not as good as compared to reeled silk. It is a best quality silk. Then after the spun silk and nail silk is not as good compared to this type of silk. So student, first silk is the animal fiber. Why silk is animal fiber? Silk is animal fiber because we get the silk from the silk moth, and the silk moth is one type of animal, and we know the fiber which we get from the animals are called animal fiber. So the silk is one type of animal fibers because we get the fiber from the silk moth, and we can see these type of fibers are most beautiful we can find out here. Then after we can get the different types of grades from the silk. We can get three grades silk from the cocoon. First reeled silk, then after the spun silk and nail silk. We have also discussed about the life cycle of moth, how we can get the silk using their life cycle. Then after, let's discuss about the throwing. What is the meaning of throwing? Sometimes 3-4 silk fibers are twisted into a standard for weaving to prevent silk yarn from splitting into individual fibers. This process is called the throwing. Then after this process, a silk is also used different types of processes to get the perfect cloth from the silk. Silk fiber is mainly made of the two proteins. First, sericin and fibrin. We can get these two types of proteins are made by the silk fiber. Then after we can see the different types of qualities have the cloth which is made from the silk. For example, they are soft and elastic. They have different types of shine because the silk has different types of shine available on their threads. They are very strong fiber. We can say the fiber which is made from the silk are very strong fiber. Using this type of silk, we can make different types of clothes. For example, sari, dresses, carpets, and other extra things we can made from using the silk. They are good insulators. They are good insulators because if we wear the clothes which are made from the silk, then after this clothes making using this type of silk keep us too warm in our cold atmosphere and keep us too cold in our hot atmosphere. According to our atmosphere, they protect us in our different types of atmosphere conditions, so we can say they are good insulators. Then after, we can also say the silk is the queen of fibers because they have different good qualities available in the silk. We have seen here they have soft and elastic, has shine and very strong fiber. So we can say silk is the queen of fibers because we can see here the best good qualities available in the silk fiber. Then there are few examples given in your textbook also. Crepe, Chanderi, Organza, Mulberry, Airy, Tursar, Munga and Kosa are the few examples of silk which useful to us to make different types of clothes. So discuss about this thing, we can see the silk is the queen of fibers because they have good qualities compared to other fibers. After this topic in your textbooks also given the activity 3.2. In this activity they have discussed about the different types of fibers they taken, cotton fibers, then after other type of fiber and also taken the silk fiber. Then keep the clothes onto the heat and getting the heat which will be done there in your activity there will be given. So see this activity at your home and try to understand. So students, in our this session we have discussed about this silk fiber, how we get silk. Silk is one type of animal fiber. And why it is animal fiber? Because we can get silk from the silk moth. So it is an animal fiber because the moth is animal. Then after discussed about the life cycle of fiber, life cycle of moth, caterpillar, pupa, cocoon, and after making cocoon, how we get the silk using the cocoon, about the reeling of silk. Then we get the different three grades of the silk. First, reeled silk, spun silk, and nail silk. This is the best quality silk we can get from the cocoon. It is totally pure in white color. Then after spun silk, it is slightly in honey colored, and we can get also nail silk. It is totally rough type silk. This is our base type of silk we can get. Then after about the throwing process and silk fiber, we can see the different qualities available in silk fiber. They are soft and elastic, they have shine, very strong fiber. We can see different types of clothes which we have used in our life. Then after, we can also see the silk is the queen of fibers using their qualities by looking their qualities in this chapter has given. Then after, the some few examples of silk. In our last previous, we have also discussed about the wool, how we get wool clothes. We can get wool from the sheep by getting their hair and fur. After getting the fur and hair, there will be a different processes will be going on there and to get the cloth of wool. Wool cloth is also very important to us because wool clothes keep us too warm in cold atmosphere. Then after we also discussed about the different breeds of ships available according to the atmosphere. According to atmosphere conditions, we have seen the different types of breed of ships available here, and using this breed we can get the different types of fur. Then after we have discussed about the production of wool, which type of processes have been done in our previous session. In this session, our chapter is completed here, and we have today discussed about the silk moth, how we get the silk fiber. We have total three type of fiber: animal fiber, plant fiber, synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber mean made fiber which is produced in the companies. So we can get three types of fibers, and using these fibers we can make different types of clothes to us, which protect us from the many types of problems. They always clothes protect us from dust. Some types of clothes, for example wool clothes, protect us in cold atmosphere. Silk protect us in cold atmosphere as a hot atmosphere. So clothes are also very important to our life, and we have discussed about the different types of fibers in this chapter.